and we need to like do more outbounds, and that's like not an entire thought process, but that's just like a jagged part of it. This is what most clients think. Like they think in terms of this, or like what most marketers think. They think in terms of a funnel, which is actually like really bad as a business. Like you don't want funnels, you want circles, but we'll talk about that later on. This is what most people think. They go leads, appointments, shows, and sales. This is what most businesses think. This is technically that funnel kind of thing, which is cool, great, fine, perfect, very internet markety, which is incorrect for most medium and small businesses. Like when you think of like Salesforce, yeah, you could argue that they have a funnel, but they actually have a circle. Amazon has a circle, Apple has a circle, most small businesses have a circle, or want a circle. Most failed businesses have a funnel, which is like an anti-industry type of thing. You don't actually want a funnel. You want what's called a circle, which is like some weird Jeff talk. This is like, just do this, which is just a different line of thinking. This is like still kind of raw. You can see I don't have any good shapes, but like someone shows interest, they schedule an appointment, they come in, they buy or don't. This is a circle, like, and if I knew how to do arrows, it would literally be, those are not arrows, right? I don't think I can make this pretty curved connect. That's not gonna work. Is that gonna work? No, whatever. So this really needs to be a circle. So like first thing, someone shows interest, schedule appointment, they come in and they buy, they don't buy. And then they have to show some interest and come back in again, right? You want like the circle. And if you have a funnel, like the sales, the end of it, like you don't want that. Like that's not any good. You want a funnel, you want a circle. And part of a circle is this right here. Someone shows interest. Top of circle, or whatever we're calling it, right? Somebody shows interest. And one of the ways to get somebody to show interest is to, yes, run an ad, or maybe get traffic or views, but also send them a dang text message or outbound, might get them interested in having another conversation. And for Adam asking this, I know this is like a long-winded answer, but I feel like this is a good framework and line of thinking, and I have to make this like applicable to everybody. I don't want this to be just like, you know, one-on-one show. This got to be one to many, so I'm giving you a longer answer, right? So you have to send them a dang text message or an outbound that might get them interested. Outbound could be an email, a voicemail drop, an ad, something like that. So it's any way of like getting someone to show interest. What is that message? The easiest thing you can do, hey, just checking in. Anything I can do for you. That's it. And you have to spin your own verbiage on that. Do for you, do for ya, do for y'all. Yo, this is Jeff, what's going on? Versus, hey, this is Dr. Miller. Just checking in. We open up a new spot, whatever verbiage. But the basic framework of, hey, just checking in, anything I can do for you is 100% can spam compliant. It's not salesy, it's not gross, it's not markety. And I don't care whether you're doing doctor, lawyers, or accountants. This is applicable and okay like 99% of the time. You have to change some verbiage depending upon how your client talks and the professionalism and all that. But this is friendly, this is conversational, this makes complete and total sense. Hey, just checking in, anything I can do for you. That'll work 99% of the time. Yeah, you have to get approval from your client, but hey, this works and works really, really, really darn well. If you get like, I don't know, let's just say more aggressive or more salesy or something along those lines, you want to do it on different parts of the circle. So someone shows interest. This is like, hey, they bought or they didn't. They're back up over here. They've forgotten about you. It's been 30, 60, 90 days. Hey, just checking anything I can do for you. If I had me as a client, this is what I would want to see. Hey, just checking anything I can do for you, right? There's a different text message that you can send if somebody's down here. let's just say they say, yeah, there's something I can do for you. You engage in textual conversation, wink, wink. And then, okay, cool, they schedule an appointment. What can you do to make them want to come in more? What can you do to increase this part of the circle? What can you do to make things move quicker, faster, better, and more fluidly when they schedule an appointment? Cool, you can send a text message here as well. You can send a text message here as well. You can send a text message here as well. Sometimes it's called a show sequence. What usually happens, by the way, is people will send a super aggressive sales message like, hey, we're doing 30% off for a limited time. Interested? Reply yes, right? Or some type of particularly aggressive or salesy or something like that, which is not bad, but not easily accepted as your client and not particularly friendly. And very often, your clients will have more people that are over here than more people that are over here. I hope this makes a lot of sense. And so what you can end up doing is if you send this big text message, hey, we got 30% for off a limited time, not only is your client like, oh, what is this? I never discount prices. I'm like, yes, you do. Stop being an ass. But you may be sending it to the wrong person. You may be sending it to the wrong individual on the different rotation. So like if somebody shows interest and they're like, hey, I might be interested in buying some flowers or something like that. Can I come in on Thursday? And then your client sends you a whole list of people that haven't bought, including the guy that's supposed to come in tomorrow. They get a text message saying for 30% off, and now your client has realized how bad they are at their job, and it's your fault. And yes, you could say, hey, well, you gave us that phone number. They're like, well, I'm not happy, and this client is confused, and I'm super pissed. And you're like, oh my God, why did I even let my client have this conversation, right? So like, I would really recommend that, you don't do something like that, especially in the beginning. Later on, when you have defined pipelines and metrics and measurements and all that fun stuff, you could do that. And that's, by the way, where we are with our agency. Like if you look at the post I made the other day, I'm like, everyone keeps trying to get new clients, new customers for their client. I'm like, why can't we just go to the people that said no and give them like a one-time reoffer, right? Like, why can't I just go to the people that bought, be like, hey, super happy that you bought. Let me ask you this. What decided to bring you over the edge? Now that runs the next ad to get more interest. Or if they didn't buy, be like, hey, what's some reason you didn't buy? And guess what? That becomes part of our show sequence. Or send the people who did not move forward, hey, just want to double check, is the price the only thing stopping you? If I gave you 10% off, would you sign up now? Right? So that type of stuff. So I really recommend against this, especially if like a new client relationship, if you're not sure, if you believe that they aren't 100% everything about what they're doing and how they're doing. So to answer your question, Adam, the easiest 0 to 80% one size fits all is a, hey, just checking in, anything I can do for you. And then from here, you can have a qualifying conversation, but that's outside of what we're talking about. The short answer, Adam, just checking in, anything I can do for you. There you go. Robert